Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into BTS Jin's new solo album, Echo. I mean, it just came out and it's already making some serious waves globally.
It really is quite the splash right out of the gate.
Yeah, so we've got these initial reports looking at the release, the fan reactions, chart performance, all that good stuff. And our mission today really is to try and understand this impressive debut. What's hitting home with listeners, and, what are the big takeaways?
Absolutely. It's always fascinating to see how quickly things can move in music today. And this is a prime example. Lots to unpack.
Okay, so let's start with the charts. Echo, the mini album.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a small climb, it kind of launched itself, right?
It did. #1 on the worldwide
Mm-hmm.
and the European iTunes album charts. And not just for a day, but 4 days straight after it dropped on May 16th.
4 days. That's dominance. What do you think drives that kind of immediate, dual continent success?
Well, hitting both simultaneously like that is pretty telling, isn't it? It suggests, a really broad appeal right from the start, not just confined to one region.
Yeah.
Maybe something about the music itself, the themes or the style, just has that kind of universal feel.
That's a really interesting point. And speaking of appeal, the title track, Don't Say You Love Me, has been doing, huge things in the U.S. too.
Uh-huh. The Amazon charts?
Right. #1, but not just in one category, #1, in overall bestsellers and in new releases on U.S. Amazon.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Copying everything on a platform as massive as Amazon, that's pretty significant for any track, let alone,
Exactly. And Amazon's reach is just enormous, especially stateside. And for this song to hit #1 across all genres like that so fast, it really says something.
What do you think it says?
Well, it speaks volumes about its potential, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To connect with people maybe outside the already dedicated fan base. There might be something in the melody or just the feeling of the track that's resonating really broadly.
Okay, and that momentum carried over the pond too, right? Into the UK.
It did, yeah.
Don't Say You Love Me. Popped into the UK's big top 40 chart, landed at number 28, and this was just, 2 days after release?
Very quick.
That seems incredibly fast. For the UK charts, they're always so competitive. What does that quick entry signal to you?
Well, the speed, like you said, is key. Getting into a major chart like the big top 40 that quickly in the UK, which has such, diverse tastes, it really indicates a strong initial pull there, too.
So not just a US thing or an Asia thing.
Exactly. It points towards that wider global appeal we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe Jin's work with BTS has sort of built up this anticipation and recognition across many different markets,
Makes sense. Now let's shift to the visual side a bit, the live performance video.
Ah, yes, the YouTube one. Don't Say You Love Me, Loser.
That one. It became the 8th most popular video in South Korea. And get this, within just 15 hours of going live.
Wow, 15 hours. That's practically instantaneous buzz.
Right. So what do you think drives that kind of immediate local reaction, specifically to a live performance?
Well, it's where the visual really boosts the music, isn't it? The reports were highlighting things like his beautiful vocals and refreshing singing ability.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it suggests the performance itself really connected. It wasn't just hearing the song, but seeing him perform it, his skill that resonated deeply.
And people wanted more, right? Netizens asking for more live stuff.
Exactly, which really just underlines how powerful that direct connection can be. Artist, audience, live performance. It clearly hit the mark.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. We're seeing Echo, the album, topping iTunes globally and in Europe.
Right.
The title track, Don't Say You Love Me, hitting #1 on U.S. Amazon's bestseller lists. Jumping straight into the UK chart super fast.
Yep, number 28.
And then this huge positive wave for the live performance video back in South Korea. It's a pretty remarkable launch, speed-wise and geographically.
It really is. You look at all those pieces together, different platforms, different regions, and the success is just incredibly consistent right off the bat. It points to a really powerful initial impact. Seems like the music and Jin as an artist are really connecting widely.
So it leaves you with a big question, doesn't it? When you see this kind of immediate, almost overwhelming global reaction, what does that tell us about music today, about that artist-listener connection? Is it purely the music itself this time, the style of Echo, or is it leveraging that massive, dedicated global fan base he already has from BTS? Or is it just that potent mix of both clicking perfectly? It's definitely something interesting to think about. What drives this kind of phenomenal debut?